Afternoon, everybody. Mother's Day. Beautiful day. Got all my chores done, the mowing done. Now we're going to go flying. Not any place special to go. Just going out for a little wind therapy. Ride along. Alrighty, here we go. Wind is blowing like crazy again today out of the west. So hopping off to the west by myself today. Didn't have anybody around. It's Mother's Day. So I'd be ready that as anybody, they took their mom out for dinner, but we're just I said, let's head off toward the southwest and see what's going on. Of course, we got the casino off to our right there. Just went over to VVS High School, and we're heading down toward the hills there on the other side of the Munnsville Valley. I wanted to go over and see my buddy Pat Cowan. He's got a place up on the hill there. I've landed there quite a few times, and I wanted to get a look at the field. I haven't landed there yet this year, but wanted to go up there and get a look at it. Of course, you can see the golf courses here, and as I was going along here, and I guess I hadn't really paid attention, but we are getting so there's some of these big solar farms going in here in town, and you can see one coming right up right in front of us here. That's the Regner farm right there underneath the tire. And you turn on to Stony Brook Road, and that's the Winterton farm right there. I used to haul the milk both of those places years ago when I worked for Oneida Madison Milk Producers Cooperative Incorporated. And I guess it's much more profitable to put solar panels on the farm than it is to grow corn. I don't know. But you can see that's a big solar farm right there. Holy cow. There's one right under the propeller of the airplane, too. And they got another one closer to the road that they're putting in. Of course, and you've seen that one right there by the runway over home. They've got that in. You can't see them from the road so much. The one over by me is shielded by the vegetation. So, but in any case, went up Pat's. That's his house right out in front of us there. And you can see this field. They had it planted to beans before, and now they've got a cover crop on it. I didn't want to land in it, so I stayed out well away from the houses and the buildings here, just to get a look at it. Got to have that 500 feet. Got to have that 500 feet Trent Palmer distance there, so we don't get ourselves jammed up. But as I headed down across the valley, this is the White Pines Indian Nation, the housing development here under the cowl of the airplane. And just going out of the frame was the gas station, and they got this big building they're building down here, right here on the right. And I don't know what it's going to be, but that's quite a good sized building. They got a couple of cranes there, and they're working on it. Got a nice road that goes out around this area. I don't know. They may have some more development planned over there. I'm not sure. But anyway, I was this close. I headed up on top of the hill, and we're heading actually east now across to the Munnsville Valley, and kind of a rocking and rolling us there. The wind was blowing pretty good. But right up here on the hill is Jim March. That's the Wilson farm under the Cullen, and I used to keep my airplane right there by that pond. If you go to the right across the street, Jim March's farm was that silver roof and red barn right there, and kept my airplane there back in the day. This is the Vernon National Shooting Range, and again, it's Mother's Day, so apparently they were closed. There wasn't a car in the parking lot anyway, and all the golf carts were all parked. So that's quite a busy place from time to time. So here I am. I'm heading back from the south, heading back north out of the hills, and of course this is the Vernon Downs racetrack and casino. Interesting bit of information. Apparently the casino filed some sort of warns paperwork with the state, letting them know that they had every intention of closing and laying off the 250 people that work there if they don't get some kind of tax break. And I don't know the particulars of it, but I know it was quite alarming to people to have them decide they were going to close a casino. Paddocks. where they keep the horses, and this is a practice track. And of course, as we're going up, you can see just coming up there in front of the tire is Burton's Livestock Exchange on Ruth Street. Across the street from that is the Nothing Fancy Cafe there. Got a little diner, and they do little music once in a while in the evening. But coming up on the right side of the frame, they took the old Grant's building next to the Mason's Yard, and they turned it into some kind of a craft brewery or something. You can see the new parking lot there just going out of the frame. Ward Street, you got the elementary school, or not the elementary school, the cardboard place, and Hood, the milk plant, Durant's old yard there. And as we continue out toward the north there, out of Vernon, we're coming up on the Adunyoke Golf Course, and you've seen it before. I fly over it quite often, but it's interesting how they built this. They've got going under the cowling is some overflow parking area for, like, if they have buses and stuff come in. And the way they've got the landscaping, you can't see that from the golf course. It's very well groomed and very well done. In my opinion, this is the nicest golf course that they've got. The clubhouse just going out of the frame on the right-hand side. But plays out and back, round in a circle there. And you can see, I mean, they're well groomed and everything's mowed so nice, and the sand traps and water features and whatever, which is good. Really nice, well done. And that's the entrance road to get into it. That's shielded from view too. So here I am heading up toward the end of the runway, and you can see it rocking and rolling me pretty good. The wind was blowing pretty hard today. I glad I didn't have anybody with me. It wouldn't have been a fun ride for them. But hope you enjoyed the ride around the block, and look at the white pines over there, what the Indian Nation's got building. So.